All right, this is a continuation of the Atlanta-Cleveland game. It's scoreless after 4. Charles Nagy is on the mound, and Javier Lopez is at the plate. He singled to center in the second. Let's see if someone can get on the board in this game. Got a 1-1 on Nagy is a strikeout chance, which is going to be a 9 minus 1 is 8, but is a 20 on the D20, so that is, again, no strikeout. Strikeouts have not been happening in this game. Roll on Lopez's card, 1-6, and an auto out, grounded to first, 1 away. That'll bring up David Justice. Only had 140 ABs for Atlanta in 96, hit 321 with 6 homers. He singled in the second as well. And we got a 3-3 on Nagy, is also a K chance. It's 11 minus 1 is 10, and this is a 7, so here we go. We got a strikeout. That's Nagy's second. He had one in the first inning. So he gets Justice, and there's 2 out for Jermaine Dye. Fly to center in the second and 2 guys on. He hit 12 homers and batted .281. 2 out here, nobody on. And we got a 6-6 and a star auto out. It's a 3 and it's a grounder to second. 1-2-3 inning for Nagy. We're going to go bottom 5. And Eddie Murray is going to lead it off. John Smoltz takes the mound. Murray grounded to short in the second. 0 for 1. Bottom 5 scoreless. And we got a 2-4 on Smoltz is a K chance. Against the righties, a 10 minus the 1 is a 9, and that's a 5. So now some strikeouts are happening. That is the first strikeout of the game for Smoltz here in the 5th inning. 1 out. And Brian Giles will bat. He walked his first time up. Didn't get any further than that. And we got a 3-4. 3-4 against the lefty is a blank. So we'll carry the green die and the blue die over to Giles' card. We'll re-roll the red and white. And we got a 36 and a line out to second. 2 out. 2 out, nobody on. It's going to bring up Sandy Alomar Jr. Big time pitchers duel here. Who's going to break first? Smoltz or Nagy? Scoreless in the bottom of the 5th. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch to Alomar. 5-4. And here's a home run chance. 5-4 is a home run chance against a righty is 1-9. But that's a 14. So it fails. Fails the home run check, and we're going to go to Alomar's card. Carry over the D6, the blue D6, but we'll roll the other 3 dice since we just used the D20. Alomar cannot get the home run opportunity, and we get a 4-5, and that's a double to left. So a double to left with 2 out for Alomar, and he is in scoring position with 2 out for Carlos Baerga. Smoltz will face Baerga. 250 hitter, 12 home runs. Alomar's on second. He's not going anywhere, but let me just see. He's an H. I'm not even going to roll a strategy roll here. 2 out, runner on second. Let's see if Smoltz can get Baerga. There's no strategy here. And we got a 5-4, which is another home run question mark. This time against Baerga batting lefty. Again, he's a switch hitter. 1-10, and it is a 9. So now Baerga, he gets the pass. So now we got a roll on his card. And his home runs for against righties is a 10. So 1-10, and Baerga will make it a 2-0 game. And the D20 roll is a 3. So Baerga goes deep. So with 2 out and nobody on, Alomar doubles, Baerga homers, and just like that, it is 2-0 Cleveland. Smoltz breaks first, and gives up 2 here with 2 out and nobody on. And it brings up Omar Vizquel. So finally we get some offense. Baerga breaks the shutouts. And here is Omar Vizquel with 2 out. And we get a 3-2, and that's a K chance. It's a 5 minus 1's a 4, but that's a 14. So we're going to roll on Vizquel. And we get a 2-4, and that's a single to short. Single pass short, we'll say, and we'll say it goes into left. Nobody's on base, so we just don't worry about anything else. Vizquel is on first. He is a 5 attempt with Smoltz a 0 hold, so we will roll the green D20 now. 1 to 5, and he can steal. A 20 would be a pickoff. And it's a 10, so nothing's happening. Runner on first, 2 out for Kenny Lofton. 3 straight hits for Cleveland. Pitch to Lofton. 2-6 is a range play. Range play on Smoltz's card will carry over the other 2 die and roll on Lofton. Let's see where the range play is going to be. Got a 54, and a 54 is a single to first. So now that's who is that? That's McGriff with a chance to rob this. McGriff is a, let's see what McGriff's, McGriff is a 2 though, and the D6 was a 3. So he does not make the play. So that's going to be an S3 for Lofton. And now Vizquel is a 3 runner, so I'm pretty sure he's going to third, but I'll just double check it. On an S3, first to third, yes, 2 to 6. And of course with 2 outs he gets another point on his BR, so he would actually be a 4. So he easily makes third. So that's 4 straight hits for Cleveland. A double by Alomar, a homer by Baerga, a single by Vizquel, and a single by Lofton. McGriff had a chance on the range play, but couldn't make the play. So it's first and third, 2 out from Manny Ramirez. Now, Lofton is a threat, so we're going to roll a strategy to see if he takes second. Vizquel will hold, but Lofton's a 9. So 1 to 9, and Lofton can take off and try and get second. But it's a 13, so Manny will bat. First and third, 2 out, and we got a 2-1, which is a K chance against the righties. 11 minus 1's a 10, and it's a 7. So a big strikeout there, and Smoltz gets his second, and he escapes further damage. But he gives up 2 on the Baerga homer, and Cleveland shows life on offense here. So let's see if Atlanta can answer in the top of the 6th. Nagy back on the hill now with a 2-0 lead. Dye actually made the last inning. Blauser leads off. Didn't turn the cards. So Jeff Blauser is up. He grounded to short in the third. 0 for 1. Nagy now with a 2-run lead, and we got a 4-5. 4-5's a K chance. That's going to be an 8 minus 1's a 7, but that's a 20. So again, the strikeout fails. And we go to Blauser. 3-4. And that's a star 1, grounded to first. 1 out. And now I'll bring up Mark Lemke. Lemke is 0 for 2. Grounded to second and then grounded to short. 1 out, nobody on. Cleveland's got the 2-0 lead. 1-2. Another K chance. That's a 6 minus 1's a 5, and that's a 3, so that is a strikeout. That is Nagy's third of the game. So an unlikely strikeout guy in Lemke, you can usually put it in play, but he gets struck out. 2 out, nobody on, and Marquise Grissom is up. Atlanta not getting anything going here against Nagy. Their last hit was actually Grissom in the third. And here we are in the 6th. 5-2, and that's a blank on Nagy. So we'll carry over the other 2 die and roll on Grissom. And we got a 6-5 base hit. There's another base hit. Single past first into right. So 2 out, but Grissom gets his second hit of the game. He is a 4. still do the strategy roll here in the 6th. So one, and he's a 0 hold. So 1 to 4, and he gets the jump. But it's a 5, so no jump. But technically, that might be like a hit and run or something. But McGriff is just going to swing. Not going to do a hit and run with 2 out. McGriff can tie it with 1 swing here. So McGriff will get the bat. He had 28 homers, hit 295. Tying run at the plate with Fred McGriff. We get a 2-2. And that's a K chance against the righties. 11 minus 1's a 10, but that's an 18, so it misses. So McGriff will get a shot here on his card. And we get a 2-3, and that's an auto out to ground to second. So Atlanta does not score in the top of the 6th. Cleveland still leads it 2-0. Let's roll the bottom of the 6th, see if Cleveland can add to their lead. Smoltz can face 28. Where is he so far? 18. He's faced 20, so he's okay. Still can face 8 more batters. And Jim Tomei, bottom 6. He's 0 for 2. We'll leave it off. 4 hits last inning for Cleveland, and they get 2 runs. 2-6 on Smoltz is a range play. So let's see where that's going to go. We're carrying over the 2 and the 17. So a 2 on the blue D6 on that range play. Let's see where it's going. Roll on Tomei. 3-1 is a single past short. The shortstop is Blauser. Oh, that's like their weak link in the defense, too. Blauser is only a... Let me see, where's Blauser? Blauser is a 2, but the D6 was a 2, so he will make that play and rob that hit. So that was an S6, which will turn into a 6-3, and Tomei is out, 1 out. So Blauser had just enough range there with a 2 on the 2D6, and he makes that play, and it brings up Albert Bell. 1 out, nobody on. So the range play takes that hit away from Tomei. And we get a 5-5, and that's at the ballpark. So we're going to roll on Jacobs Field. Carry over the 9 and the 6. And let's see what happens at Jacobs Field. 4-6, double the left. So Cleveland has found their hitting shoes. That is a double the left for Bell with 1 out. And they're kind of lucky that they were able to make that range play, otherwise they could be in trouble here. 1 out, runner on second. Bell is a 1, but for third, no, there would be nothing. So he's just going to go second. I'm not going to roll a strategy roll here. Eddie Murray will swing, 1 out, runner on second. And we get a 5-1, which is another range play. Wow, another range play. This time a 4 is on the D6. So that could be a problem. Let's see where the range play is going on Eddie Murray's card. It's a 6-6. And a star 3 again is the shortstop. And this time Blauser will not make the play. So that is a... that was a G6 range play, which turns into an S6. So we're going to make that a single 6. And from second base on an S6, S6 second to home is 3-6. And Bell is a 2, and there's only 1 out. So he's going to hold at third. So he does not score. Just double check that since it's an important part of the game. On an S6 second to home, yeah, you need 3-6. If there were 2 outs, he could have scored. But with 1 out, Bell's 2 is not enough. So it's first and third, 1 out. Eddie Murray is a 1 attempt. First and third, 1 out. There would really be no strategy here. Giles would just swing. Murray had 4 steals. I'll roll the D20 here, reluctantly. But he is a 1. And it's a 7, so there's nothing in here. So Brian Giles will swing first and third, 1 out. Smoltz is going to pitch to Giles. First and third, 1 out, 2-0, bottom 6. Corners in. Corner's in, but the middle guys are going to be back to try and turn 2. Giles is a 3 double play, so corner's in, middle infielder's halfway. We get a 3-6 against the lefties, a walk plus, and that is going to be a walk. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Sandy Alomar Jr. Bases loaded, 1 out. I'm not going to roll strategy. And Alomar is also a 3 DP. Bases loaded, 1 out. You know what? I'm going to play halfway all the way around. I'm going to try and turn 2 here. I think it's a little dangerous. It's a little dangerous here to bring the infield in. Easily could give up 2 runs here. Could bring in the corners. All right, you know what? We'll go corners in again. Middle infielder is back for the double play. Halfway for the double play. So corners are going to be in. Bases loaded, 1 out. No strategy roll. Let's see what happens. Just let these guys decide it on their cards. 1-1 is a K chance against the right. He's a 5. -1's a 4, but it's a 10. So we'll go to Alomar's card with the bases loaded and 1 out. This is a big roll in the game. And we got a 5-1's grounded to short. Now remember, I had the middle infielders halfway for the double play. So we got a 5-1 this ground ball shortstop. So Alomar's a 3. Smoltz is a 0. They get the 1 for the double play depth is 4. But second base is Lemke. I think he might be a -1. Let me double check that. Yep, Lemke is a -1. So that's going to hurt them. So it's 3, 0. They get 1 for double play depth is 4, but they get it taken away. It's a 3, and the D6 was a 4, so they do not turn the double play. So now let's see. Bases are loaded. So let's see. Let's see base runner. This is going to be a confusing one. We got a 4 on the die. They were going for the double play second to first. They were not trying to get the out at home. So the runner on first is Giles. He is a 3. So we're going to say he was forced at second. So it's going to be a fielder's choice, 6-4. Murray to third. They were not trying to get Bell, so we're going to let Bell score. It's 3-0. They were going for the double play up the middle, second to first. The corners were in, but it was hit to short. So we're going to get first and third, 2 out, and it's 3-0. Now Alomar is an H attempt, so we're not going to roll strategy again. It's first and third, 2 out for Baerga. Smoltz trying to get out of it with no further damage. And we get a 2-2, which is a K chance, but it's only going to be a 2, and it's a 17, so no good. So Baerga gets a chance on his card. And we got a 6-5, single to center. Big hit, single to center. So that is going to automatically score Murray from third. And now we have to see who's in center. Grissom's arm. What is Grissom's arm? Grissom's arm is a -2. So let me get my cheat sheet out. -2 arm. And this was a single to center, -2 arm. Second to home with the modifier is 0. So, we're not going second home. I'm sorry. We're going first to third. Sorry. We're going first to third with Alomar. So, -2 center field. First there's a -3. So, he's probably just stopping at second. Alomar, yeah, Alomar's a 2, even with 2 outs, it's a 3. So, he's going to stop at second. That was first to third, not second to home. So, it's now first and second, 2 out for Vizquel. Smoltz on the ropes. It's 4-0. He's now vulnerable to fatigue. No, 26. He still has 2 batters he can face. Vizquel. I'm going to let him try and get Vizquel, and we're not going to do a strategy roll. 4-zip. First and second, 2 out. And Smoltz is facing Vizquel. Got a 1-3, and we get a K+. So that's 15 minus 1 is 14, and that's a 2. He gets Vizquel for his third strikeout. Gets out of the inning, but gives up another 2 runs, and Cleveland takes control of this game 4-0.